Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not 10, to find a way for his team to win.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Darnold. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 11 carries, 54 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. Just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. And then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 21 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That's good.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Darnold completes it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 11-yard.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A 25-yard attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 29.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
And a
nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down. Right?
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A throw by 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Newton's going to keep it, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't know, gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A 23-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10. At their own 29.
And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Brings up.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
At the 8-yard line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Newton to Michelle on the screen. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. To the air again, Newton. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Jordan Jenkins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3 yards.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And only able to get this to the 19, so it probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own.
New England trying to get a place on offense. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This will make it into the end zone, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Flush to his right. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing again is Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. 27-23, your final score. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State, head down to Tampa, check on the Bucs. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. 17-13 was the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
Newton's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Newton eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
15.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Two straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It's John Simon with a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
On the keeper.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Gain of 12. 1st down, New England.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Jennings brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A screen to Bell. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
The score, Jets 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's take over first and 10. At their own 27.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down. And
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for...
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
John Simon in on the stop.
33.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Darnold from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. Underneath for Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Newton. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold and the Jets now down 23-20. A minute 16 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, 22. 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Cam Newton sacked.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England trying to get a place on offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, New England.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Marcus May. Newton's pass.
A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. At the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
26, Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Jets.
see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.